Guys, what's up? It's your boy Crypto Marco yet again with another awesome video on the topic of cryptocurrencies. The currency your friendly bank employee from around the corner advised you against investing because he had breadcrumbs in his ears. And when he has breadcrumbs in his ears, he can't hear how awesome cryptocurrencies are. Anyway, today we're going to talk about ICOs. 2018 is around the corner, so obviously you want to make some smart investments. You want to get more money back than you invested. You don't want to waste your money. You want to know which are the companies that are going to be the next Ethereum, the next Bitcoin, the next online sensation, and of course you want to participate in that growth of value because you're a smart man. That's good. Before I get into that, I just wanted to say thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate you watching my video, and if you find the video helpful, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and like it, because that will be really nice. And we're gonna start off with the first ICO, and the company doing the ICO is Indahash. So Indahash is an award-winning app, although I don't know if Indahash, the app, won the award or if it was the entrepreneur, because the woman who found Indahash won the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award by Ernst & Young. And as you can see, it's a company that is connecting, it's an app that's connecting big companies with social influencers, because you're probably, if you're using Instagram, you're probably seeing all these girls eating this superfood and guys recommending proteins and whatever. I'm personally not a big fan of social media, so I don't really follow these kind of people, but many people do, and companies are aware that people don't decide based on billboards or commercials what they're gonna buy. Rather, they're looking at other people who are being, kind of idols. They have this idol function, and so they look up to them and they're like, oh, look at what she's using, look what he's using. If he's using it, then it must work. So that's a kind of new marketing form, social media influencer form. And as you can see here, we have some stats, and there have been 102,066 companies used Indahash. As you can see, there's almost no company that hasn't used Indahash. They have almost 380,000 influencers in their network. And as you can see, like the numbers speak for themselves. 26,000 posts in a campaign, reach generated on our branded content, 670 million, 32 million likes. Like, this is really crazy what they're doing, and they operate on the world. They're on 70 markets. So as you can see, there's almost no country where they're not. So quite a company. What else can you show you? Like this, I think, yeah, this is like how it works. Then you can see that when you say, I'm a nice company, like for example, I don't know, Ethereum, and I want to make, let's say Vitalik is gonna go here and create a campaign. Then Vitalik is gonna give the task to the social influencers, and then they're gonna add relevant hashtags or distribute whatever message he wants them to convey, and then he's gonna be happy that his brand got a little bit more recognition. And the benefits are that when they're basically, what the problem is when you're managing that many people, they have to, it's obviously very international. Like, there are influencers all over the world in every industry and every country, and bank payments, like, they can take like 15, 30, or maybe even 60 days. So they have a lot of management to do, and it just takes a while until the money arrives. So what they're trying to do with their Indahash ICO is to, I don't know why this is being displayed in German. Yes, please. So what they're trying to do is to make it just easier to pay the influencers with their the money. So obviously, since it's blockchain, it's instantaneous, and it's fairly cheap. If you want to get into more detail about that, you can go ahead and check out the white paper by Indahash. It's very, it's not like, for example, I made a video on Cardano, and their white paper was like only text and very scientific because they have a lot of professors in there among them. So it's kind of hard to digest, but this one, as you can see, there are many graphics involved, many pictures, and this is the CEO. She's pretty hot, and there are so many pictures involved, but that also makes it just easier to digest, so you can understand it really quickly. You don't have to read through thousands of pages, and if you look at some silly math formulas that you don't understand anyway, like I'm not bashing on Cardano, they're amazing, but still they're probably just trying to make it as easy as possible. And this is so this is the hot CEO that I have mentioned, and you can participate in the ICO with you'll have to invest at least 0.5 Ethereum. So right now, how much is that gonna be? You have to invest at least $200. That's fine. That's fine. And the ICO is gonna start in 5 days. 5 days, actually 6 days. So that was Indahash, the first interesting ICO that you have for 2017. Next one is Crypto 20. So if you are unfamiliar with the financial industry, there's a thing called fund. And what a fund does is that it's combining multiple assets into one big thing. Like, you don't have to invest into, say, 20 different car companies. You just buy one asset and then you invest in all of them. The funds can be in certain countries, in certain industries, and it's just kind of funds are just trying to make things simpler. So, and that's what C20 does. It's I made a little list so I don't forget anything. It's an index fund with the 20 strongest and biggest cryptocurrencies. So basically what that does is, when you're trying to participate in the growth in cryptocurrencies, you have the problem that if you really want to do that, you'll have to buy 20 different cryptocurrencies and then wait. But with this fund, you just invest once, and that's pretty much it. You don't have to manage everything. You don't have to sign up for 20 different cryptocurrencies. You don't have to buy 20 different cryptocurrencies. You're just buying one, and that's representing those 20 different cryptocurrencies. They have a great white paper, which I of course can't find because when I make a video, I never can. Oh, there it is. Actually, it's pretty. So it's only 16 pages, but all the information you wanna, there's a lot of information in it if you want to get into more detail. But basically, what you can see here, a little graph which shows you just the development of the dark graph here is the cryptocurrency industry in general, and these are the 20 strongest ones. So as you can see, since about April or March, you can see that the top 20 definitely separated from the rest of the crypto industry. And if you would have invested on June 2016, $10,000 into the C20, you would get a lot more than in Bitcoin. Whether or not that's true, I am not sure if that's true, but I think that even it doesn't matter if it's true or not. I think that just the basic idea of the whole concept, I think, is really cool. And one of the biggest upsides of C20 is obviously the fees, because usually when you're dealing with funds, you have the problem that at least 3% go to the manager or whatever, like you just have fees of a few percent. Plus, you obviously have the inflation, which is causing like you to lose more money. So if you're paying 3% in fees and 2% in just for the inflation, and I don't know, your fund is only making 5 or 6%, you're barely breaking even. So over the but if you compound that, it takes such a huge chunk out of your money. So read Tony Robbins' book Money. You're gonna see some very interesting insights. But basically, the lower the fees, the better. And 0.5 fees per year is very, very, very low. So C20, I think the concept behind it is awesome, and I think that it's kind of an idea that I had, which I probably would never do a ICO on my own. I don't have enough knowledge on that, but it's something that is going to definitely be in the future. Like there are going to be so many people who will want to get into the cryptocurrency industry, and this is like kind of exciting to see that this is the first team that is doing that. And as you can see, they definitely have a big team from all sorts of different industries. So I'm positive that C20 is going to be a smart investment to make, whether or not you want to trade with it or just make a long-term investment. I think that C20 is an interesting one. And last but not least, an ICO that already happened, so you can't get inside, and I mean you can't trade with it, but the ICO is over. Still, I wanted to make a video on it. As you can see, 28th of October. And it's Red Pulse. So as you can see, not much happening. Total ROI is minus 24%. But why I wanted to talk about it is simply because of the fact that the industry they're doing is kind of an ICO. So basically, it's a market intelligence platform that's paying users to contribute relevant information. So you're probably aware that when you're trying to get information on cryptocurrencies, that you're kind of there's so many different articles and videos that you're kind of flooded with information. You don't know what's good. You don't know what's true. So Red Pulse is trying to solve that by paying users their Red Pulse RPX for contributing with valuable information. And those informations can come from experts, investors, or market watchers. Which is a pretty interesting concept, that you're getting paid for information that hasn't been done until now. They have an iOS app which is bilingual, and they want to switch to the blockchain soon. The ICO is not available in China, USA, and Singapore, but what makes it so interesting is that they have almost no competition because it's a new concept. Nobody tried it, and I think but in my opinion, it's a concept that makes a lot of sense. You'll have to do a lot of digging and looking out to find relevant information and to know what's true. So I think it's a really interesting concept. And one more interesting thing is that 50% of the mined tokens go to the stakeholders, and 50% go to the content creators. So you definitely get paid off of this. And if you want to get paid for making comments, make sure to comment down below, because once a week I'm giving away a small amount of money in the form of Litecoin. So on the 26th of November, I'm going to announce this week's winner. If you want to participate, just leave a comment with your address down below. Some nice feedback or not so nice feedback, whatever. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. Also, if you want to check out other cryptocurrency videos, check out my channel. Currently the bulk of my income is coming from BitConnect, so you can check that out too. And I wish you a lot of success, a lot of health, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.